Hello everyone. Welcome. Is it too loud, my voice? Is it just fine? I can see where it's really on my equalizer kind of going up too far. How's that? Is that better? Trying to keep it far away from me. How do I sound, guys? Everything okay? Is it too? Hi, Ellen. Hi, Polly. Hi, Cindy. Okay, just really wide. It's loud. I know it's on the same thing. So let me see if I can. If it's gonna let me do it. Hold on. I'm wondering if I have to do this first. Hold on. I just noticed that it was really loud, so we turn on the equalizer, maybe that or the whatever it is. I don't know what it is. I'm turning something on that David told me to. I don't know if it's gonna work. Try it. Is this better or no? Let's see. Mm, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. See, Ellen, stuff messes up all the time. Let me see if that's better. How about this? Is this better? I'm gonna keep talking. You guys tell me if it's better. Oh no, that was the wrong one. That's is that better? Nope. That better? Nope. That better? Nope. It's just projecting really a lot. Let's see. It's fine. Okay. Just, I don't know why it was really loud. I've got the mic really far away from me, which is why this is why I got the extra whatever. I don't even know what it's called that I have. That's because I didn't want to have to like project my voice, right? And because I do hypnosis, I want to be able to do a softer voice, but you can really hear me online. So it's a bit better. Yeah, I for some reason it's like not. It went really high, so I'm like looking at this. And I'm probably messing something up, and David's gonna be like, "Oh my god, what did you do?" That's the alert box. I think it's this one. I'm gonna try to do this. Oh no, wait, I can do it this way. I'm like doing the wrong thing. Hold on. We're gonna try it this way. Let's see. How's this? Is this better? Oh, this better. No, this better. This better. I'm just talking to see if it's gonna work. I don't know that it is. Okay, is that better? It's a bit like you're in a small room, but not bad. We can hear you clearly. Well, That's I'm what I'm concerned with is can you hear me too loudly? That's what I don't want. I don't want to hurt your ears. So I just came in, so you sound good to me. Okay, that's good. Do you have the right mic selected? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have the right mic selected. I can see on the equalizer that I'm going into the red, and that's where I don't want to be is in the red when I'm talking to you guys. Um, but without this extra thing, you would barely be able to hear me. So much better. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I turned it down some. So hi, Wendy. Hi, Cindy. I think I said hi to everybody except for Wendy because she came in later. Thank you. Hi, Tammy. You're gold. Good. Thank you so much. All right, now we can start. It's 15 minutes later. Again, things are going to mess up when things are going to mess up. It is what it is. Told everybody if you're looking for a professional, I was once a professional. I am not doing that anymore, any longer. I'm just simply Cindy. Here we go. Hello, welcome everyone. How are you? It is Friday. Welcome. Thank you so much for spending the week with me, you lovely ones. I really appreciate your time. I know we've had a really hard week. I know we've been really busy, but not just that, we're tired. I understand that. I have been looking to see what was going on. My poor grandson has had a week. I'm telling you, that poor baby. So I'm like trying to look at his chart. I haven't even gotten a chance to do that. I'm trying to see if Mars is messing with him. But so I know that things are going on. I am trying to get back to people, call people that I needed to call, talk to people that I needed to talk to. It's a great problem to have. Um, I love doing my work and I love being, I'm used to being busy. I know I took 4 years where I wasn't busy, but I'm still used to being busy. So, and then I added working out this week. So I know I'm a little tired from that. My body is like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, we're going to get back into shape because um, we've just been playing for too long. So, anyway, so that's what I'm about to. I thought I'm just going to kind of make it a free Friday. We can look at some aspects. I can look at some chart reads. I've got my tarot out if somebody wants a tarot. Um, yeah, I'm just going to kind of. I think that first of all, we could meditate and sort of. So I know a lot of people use meditation as getting centered and feeling better and um, really calming you down, right? But meditation is used for more than that. I think he's so adorable. Mars is messing with the Gemini people physically, accidents, so he's probably got some. Yeah, he's a Gemini moon. Yeah, he's a Gemini moon. Um, you're just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna wing it. I don't know if I'm fully winging it, but yeah, I'm trying to like just wing it. I'm just kind of seeing, right? Yeah, that's where it is. Yeah, I hadn't even got to look at it yet. So, my daughter did a thing. I think every Gen X, especially, but even other, like I could see boomers needing it too. Um, do you notice that a lot of us coffee drinkers have to like, especially Gen X, but I'm just saying that because I know mostly Gen X and millennials, right? Millennials are okay with it, Gen X are not. We're constantly putting our coffee and heating it up because we have coffee all the time, but then it gets cold, right? So my daughter got me um, this coffee mug that keeps it at the right temperature, at the perfect temperature, And I'm in love with this thing. So I am taking the coffee that you guys bought me and I'm putting it in here and it stays heated to the perfect temperature. I love this thing so much. I think I'm going to give it as a gift during Christmas to, like, in here have some sort. I'm not sure how I'm going to give it away. Um, could be at Halloween. I don't know. But I'm thinking about having it be because we're going to have a Thanksgiving, we're going to have Christmas on this channel, right? So for those of you that participate, right? Mm. Anyway, I love it so much, and I think you guys would love it so much. I'm not sponsored in any way by this thing. That's why I haven't said the name of it. But I'm kind of testing it out. If it works out really well and I like it and it does what it says it does, I kind of want to give it away. I kind of want to get one and then give it away for Christmas. Because I know all of you who drink coffee would, even tea drinkers, would really appreciate it. Nice warm coffee mug. So that's just a little side note. Um, but let's see. Where are we going? Oh, have I introduced myself? So welcome, all you lovely, beautiful souls. Thank you for spending Friday with me. My name is Cindy. I am at Simply Cindy. I am a psychic medium. I do lots of things. I have lots of tools in my basket. I'm certified, blah, 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 blah. I hate all that BS, but I gotta say it. So it is what it is. I am who I am. I am simply Cindy. Um, yeah, I've studied very hard to do what I do, and I love bringing that to you. And in that, we have had this beautiful group forming. Um, and so I appreciate you guys spending Monday through Friday with me as we go on our little adventures of whether we're going to do tarot, mediumship, meditation, healing. I mean, we've done some healing touch on here. We've done some Reiki. We've done some blah, blah, blah. We've done lots of things on here, right? So tonight, I'm like, let's just kind of leave it open. I'll do some chart readings, maybe a chart reading, and I'll do some tarot if you want. So I know coffee, yay, right? The problem is that we're always like having to go microwave it, heat it up in some way, or we got to get more hot water and put it in. Like this is the drama of Gen X or Boomers. I'm not gonna say it's just one generation. It's like a lot of people that drink coffee, and my daughter was so thoughtful. She's like, "This is perfect for you." Anyway, so thank you for joining me. Welcome, everyone. Let's see, a bit better. Excuse me. Cindy Carlson says you have a soft voice. I do, but it can get really loud because I can project it. So I come from a family of really loud people. Like my family is really loud. Like my sister's really loud. My family's really loud. So I was raised where if you want to be heard, if you're hungry, if you're blah blah blah, like you better speak up. You gotta you gotta project your voice. So I learned that really young. I was usually quiet anyway, but I learned that really young. So I speak softly until I can't. I don't need. I speak softly until I need to speak louder. Is what happens. So I've been very blessed with a nice voice. I know, but lots of people are. I hear lots of beautiful voices. Wendy says, "Where's David?" David has been working like all of us hard. This is his Friday, so he's busy. Like he hasn't said I could say it yet, but he's busy. Let's just say he's busy. You might know Wendy, but he's busy. And she might know only because David told her. I don't even know. Let's see. He'll be here maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, not maybe tomorrow. I won't be on tomorrow. Do you have the right mic selected, Cindy? Yes, I do have the right mic. Much better. You're gold. You're gold. Hi, Cindy. What are we doing today? Oh, yeah, we already talked about this. Okay. You're just gonna wing it. There you go. Coffee, yay. Uh, when did we do blah 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 blah? Just asking. Between 1995 and 1998, we did blah 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 blah. And somewhere in the early 2000s, before 9/11, we did blah 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 as well. And then I think in 2008 or 9, we did some blah blah blah. Yeah. We've been doing blah 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 every once in a while when we feel like it. I just this is a thing with me, and this is part of my growth, right? You guys know I'm working on my second house. You know that my second house has been an issue for me since my birth, right? It's not the only house, but it's like a major focus. But it's my worthiness, and it's like I hate. I won't say I hate it. I've grown from that part. It's always bothered me because I'm such a student, and I have seen over my lifetime that people with a lot of accolades, a lot of degrees, a lot of accolades, a lot of whatever, money, blah, 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 like all of that, right? Like people would only listen to them. And I saw this, and I also know people who had none of the accolades, who didn't have any of the degrees, who were a different set of people, who were probably just as wise, if not wiser, than the ones with the accolades that specialized in whatever. So if it was a doctor that specialized in something, or if it was a lawyer, or if it was a whatever, whatever, right? And in the spiritual community, because it was a because it's a thing, especially in the astrology community, people are so quick to name off. I've been to this school, I've been to that school, I have this, I have that, blah, blah, blah. And it just gets, it like, it's my problem, it's not anybody else's problem. But it's because it puts us in a box. Like it's almost, I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's almost like if they don't have the accolades, you're not going to listen to them. When honestly, I've seen where you miss out if you don't listen to some of these people, because they are wise beyond wise. Like they have a lot of wisdom in a different way. And just because they didn't go to college, or they didn't do the retreat, or they didn't pay thousands of dollars to get the freaking certificate, like you're not going to listen to them. And I'm not saying that applies to everybody. I'm just saying from my perspective, like I said, I'm a student of life. I have seen this. And I think sometimes that's so pretentious, because I know doctors. I know doctors who have been to Oxford and blah, 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 and they have so many freaking degrees, and they don't know shit. They're calling me, asking me questions. They're like, oh, did you really see it that way? Oh, da, 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 da. Like, I'm like, I've seen this over and over. Just because you have the degree or the accolades doesn't make you any better than the people that don't. And that is my deal. That irritates me. And that's why I know I have to tell you some of what I do, because, this is how society is, and it gives you sort of a point. But I just don't think it's necessary. But that's my point of view. That's not everybody's point of view. So you'll see that when I say blah, 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 blah. Because I've got stacks of certificates and degrees and licenses and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's crazy. And for what? For what? It doesn't mean that I'm better than everybody else in the spiritual community, in the astrology community, in the mediumship community. It does not mean that. And I just don't like that. So that's where you'll hear me say the blah, blah, blah. Because I'm like, to me, it's just so pretentious. I hate it. I hate it. I understand it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. The most wise people never even went to school that I know, in different countries, in our country. The wisest people don't have any accolades, from my point of view. Doesn't mean it's the the point of view. It's just from my point of view. So from my lens, from my perception, I'm like, that's so freaking ridiculous. Like I just talked to somebody today, and if she comes on and says that I can say, who it is, then I'll say who it is. But she's giving me a rundown of what, that, how do I say this? That healthcare system. She's giving me a rundown of what they've given her, and I'm like, why the hell are you? Why are they giving you this stuff? They're like double medicating you here, not giving you anything here, not blah blah blah. Like it's crazy, and I'm like, these are physicians, but because they're in a box and they're paid off by pharmaceutical companies, and they're paid off by they gotta do whatever their facility says. They have to see so many people. They gotta prescribe so many. I mean, this is what's really going on. They gotta see so many people. They gotta prescribe so many medications, and that's how you work the. That's how you work the system. That's how they work the system, and they'll get in trouble. I've been in those meetings. I have been in those meetings where they get in trouble. Those doctors, if they're not prescribing that, or if they're not seeing enough patients for that, or if they're not ordering enough surgeries for that, or procedures for that, or blah blah. I mean, it's the bottom line. It's what we used to do before I went into research. It's like, let's look at the numbers. Let's see what you're doing. What are you not doing? These doctors would get in trouble. They'd get in trouble, right? Yeah. And I'm looking, and it just irritates me because I'm like, they don't care about you, and they don't care about you, but they have these accolades, and they went to school, so everybody listens to them, which is fucking ridiculous. I know I went off on a tangent. I'm sorry. It pisses me off. I'm gonna calm down. It's Mars. Mars in Cancer. What I cherish. I cherish you. I cherish humanity. I cherish the way that people are treated. I cherish that. Right? Yeah. Agreed. Hi everyone. Hope I stay awake tonight. Hi Kathy. How are you? Most don't have plain old common sense. Makes my ass twitch. Right? Or they want to do surgery when it's not necessary. Wendy, tell them what happened. Like, that's another one. Like, I wasn't going to bring Wendy's out, but, like, they're telling, when do you say it? I can't say it. Because it pisses me off. It makes me mad. I am so blessed to have been in the trenches of hell with all of this shit going on in the healthcare system to know the difference. To know the difference. And this is what frustrates me, is like, but who am I? I'm not a doctor. Why would you listen to me? Right? That's my whole point. Like, why would you listen to me? I didn't go to, I mean, I used to have fights with the doctors because they're wanting me to do stuff doctors do. And I'm like, I'm not a fucking doctor. I didn't go to school to be a doctor. I went to school for a different reason. I did not go to be a doctor. You're the doctor. You do it. Not me. You. And I know some of you that are still in the healthcare system know what I'm talking about. It's like cops not making quota. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's an FDA thing. I know I worked at a doctor's office. Ugh. Yeah. All good. I get that politics in medicine. Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the reasons I left. I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing that shit. No. Yeah, I don't even know how to explain. They want to do exploratory surgery on me, saying I'm borderline and may need it. So they're willing to open her up, cut her up, do whatever they need to for a maybe. Like, this live would probably get banned because the doctor confessed that it's a maybe. It's a maybe, When you, as the patient, is like, I don't even want to get cut. I had such a horrible experience last time. Is there any way not to do the surgery? And they're like, no, we got to do the surgery. But it's just a maybe. Like, you may need it. You're kind of borderline. That's not a good enough reason to cut me open. And you're so nonchalant about when we're going to get this done. How about we don't? How about we work on not getting it done? How about we use other methods? How about that? But we can't because he's a surgeon and he only gets paid if you get cut open. And that's the reality of the situation. Right? Yeah, and then once in there we'll see if we need it. Like, right. And again, I told you, I believe Western medicine has its place. If there are emergencies, it's very, very good for emergencies. It's good to stabilize you. That's what Western medicine's for. But there are other ways. There are other ways. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. I know there are other ways. But can't talk about all of that because there are bigger organizations at play that will shut me down, shut me out, right? Wendy says, I've had my tongue cut out and replaced with arm parts because of cancer. I don't have cancer anymore, and he wants to replace my jawbone with my chin bone, which is like horrendous for her. She's already had surgeries. And it's like, can we try something else? Can we do some other things? And she is. And we're about to show them. Because, and this is the things I can't say on here. I cannot say how good it's going for her. I cannot say the miracles that are happening because we're woo woo and we don't have an MD, a PhD, a blah, blah, blah. And people aren't going to listen. They're going to think we're crazy. But y'all know me. I come with facts and receipts. I come with data. But I can't show that data to the world because they'll shut me down. They got more money. They're more powerful. They'll shut me down. Which is why we're Gen X, or I'm an indigo, right? So you can call me indigo too, right? As an indigo, we go into the depths of hell, we learn how to work the system, and then we crush it. So, kind of how we're doing it. I know the system already, right? Stem cells, yeah. We're moving into the stage where that's all going to come about. You see all the truth coming out in the different systems out in the world. Kathy says, what the fuck, Wendy? They want to experiment on you. Exactly. And honestly, it's so much worse than that because it's not like, oh, let's experiment because I care and I'm curious and I want to see how this works out and how to heal her. That's not what they're experimenting for. They're experimenting because they're like, bottom line, it's this many tens of thousands of dollars to get this and this and this and this and this. And then my boss, my bigger boss, which is the organization, the facility, will be okay with me. Then they'll be off my back. Then as a surgeon or a doctor, I'll be cool. That's why they're doing it. It's not because they care. I'm not going to say no doctors care. I'm just saying their first thought is survival for me, right? It's not like I got to think about the patient first. They think about the patient first because it's a protocol, right? But it's not like, oh, I'm really wanting to see what's going on because I want to be able to have this person healed and never come back to me again. That is not why that's happening. Wendy says I'm going to have a CT again when Cindy and I get done to show this group what power we humans and Mother Earth have to just take care of ourselves. Yeah, absolutely. Which this group already knows, but it will be nice to document it for me personally because of my experience. Yeah, exactly. And the sad part is is that probably 50% of people will be like, that's just crazy. They're not going to do that. And the other 50% will believe. And the other crazy part is if it in any way, when we bring out something, starts to get viral, it will be shut down. It won't get out like it needs to get out. That's why it's so important for you guys to share my stuff, for you guys to like my stuff. It's important. It's not because I'm begging you, for those of you that know me, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about new people. It's not like I'm like, oh, give me a like, give me a share, give me this. It's so that these things can get out there. They cannot get out there without you guys. That's how you guys helped me in this first part, even getting to the partnership again, right? It's important. It's important because it's time for those things to come out. People are ready. This is why we're building the healing center. And trust me, not going to be happy with this healing center, but they're not going to be able to stop it. Because I've got some really powerful backing that I didn't realize was coming. My friend's dad just got green body clinic procedure done, but it was done in Mexico. Yeah, agree, Wendy. All three of my girls have fought cancer. Cindy says, so they do have cures, but it cost him, yeah. It cost him, is that 11,000 or 110,000? No, it's 11,000, sorry. Is that right? How come I can't say that one? Yeah, $11,000 to get it done. It was done with IV. Yeah. It's crazy. They don't do it here in Canada and the US. I know. Most of the procedures, I don't know. I don't even know how to say. It's almost like they've succeeded in isolating us enough that if you don't go outside of this country, or if you don't see things from outside of this country, you think that's just the way it always is. And it's not. I told you guys, Mother Earth, this universe, but especially Mother Earth, has everything that we need. Everything that we need. There's an herb, a plant, a mineral. Yeah. Food. For the things that we need that are being synthetically made, we have it all already here free. And most of it is what they have named weeds. So that you guys, or all of us, it's not just you guys, it's all of us, can think, oh, that's a weed, that's horrible. It's not. It's probably what you need. I've seen this too many times. Too many times. That's why I ask everybody when I start working with them, I want you to go outside and I want you to look and see what's around you. What are your weeds? Not what you planted. I want to know what your weeds are. I want to know what everything is around you in your yard. Or it doesn't even have to be in your yard, where it's around you in your neighborhood. Like what's there? Because it's Mother Earth is signaling you, hey, I'm over here. Come grab some of this. You need some nutrients. You need something for your lungs. You need something for your... I can't name diseases. So you need something for your lungs. You need something for your pancreas. You need something for your liver. You need something for your heart. You need something for that, right? Thank God healthcare is free in Canada. Yeah. It's supposed to heal. his organs and his heart. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't afford to move away when I was diagnosed 8 years ago, but my friends who were diagnosed went overseas and were cured without cutting, chemo, or radiation, and I had all three: yucca, Joshua tree, puncture vine, and lots of large blue agave we planted. Yeah. Cindy says they were just pumping in his body. It takes time, a couple of months, but he's feeling so much better and noticing a little more energy. Yeah, ask Wendy how she's feeling since she started on her remedies. We'll call it that. Ask Wendy how she's doing. Yeah. So as you guys know, I am going to be traveling for work, and I'm going to Wendy's is where I'm going. So I think we will do a live there where she can answer all those questions. But I want her to just say now how she's feeling, the differences she's felt from before starting and then after starting. Just to start, I am pain free. That is so freaking awesome. Love that. Not much grows here, and what does is prickly, thorny, spiky, or poisonous? Almost like a blood transfusion. Yeah, yeah, Cindy. This stuff works. It works. But again, this was my whole point for starting this whole conversation is like, I mean, when I hear people that aren't like in this group, that aren't like in this spiritual community, right? That are like, I have this pain or I have this thing. And I'm thinking immediately I get an answer. I'm like, oh, it's just, I so want to be like, hey, if you take this, this, and this, that would help, blah, blah, blah. But I can't. I'd have to say to somebody, I would, it would be to your benefit. Like, already that's, like, why do I have to explain that? It would be to your benefit because I got to protect myself. So I'm like, it would be to your benefit if you would research this plant, this herb, this spice. And then if you would go on your journey and learn how to tincture it up, tea it up, do all this stuff, you would probably find some benefit in that. And that stuff would probably go away. But it's like, why would they listen to me? I don't have a doctor's, I don't have a PhD in medicine, right? That was my whole point. It's like there is help with people who don't have the accolades. And it's not like they couldn't have the accolades. They've chosen. They're like, I'm not going in that system. These are wise people. I'm not going in that system. I don't need a freaking PhD. I'm not going to cut anybody open. I've learned from the land. I've learned from my ancestors. I've studied on my own. I've asked questions. I know people. I'm not doing anything dangerous. They're probably safer than the actual the doctor, the MD. I keep saying PhD because I'm used to dealing with research people too. They're probably safer than the MDs sometimes, because I just saw today that I'm talking to somebody who is a client. When they gave me their list, I'm like, why are you taking 2 of these? What is going on here? Why do they have you on this and this? And as a patient, you don't know, right? And I'm like, why? They're over medicating you here, they're under medicating you here. You're going to start having all these side effects. And sure enough, she was like, yep. It's like ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But again, they're going to listen to the MD before they listen to me, which is dumb. This is why I'm like, yes, I have all these degrees, I have all these licenses, I have all these certificates, I have all this training, and I want to get society away from that because you're missing out. You're missing out. That's why I'm like, I don't care that I have that. I don't care. You're missing out if you're looking for people with just accolades and degrees. You're missing out. So Wendy says, my nutrition is off the chart. My skin is supple and I'm glowing. She is glowing. I saw her today and I'm like, wow. I mean, I FaceTimed her today and because I'm checking up on her. And I'm like, wow, you're glowing. That's the second time I've seen you and you're glowing. And I've seen that before with these herbs when I put people, let me say that again. When people take herbs, say that. You got to read between the lines. When people take herbs, I've seen them start glowing. Almost like when women are pregnant and they're glowing, that beautiful, just radiant, because because your body finally has the nutrition it needs. Great to hear, Wendy. Thanks for sharing. Yes, that's what her dad said. The doctors, her said that voodoo witch doctor, we don't do that here. No. Polly, memberships would allow those kinds of chats. Exactly. That's exactly why we're doing memberships. The hole in my gum is healing up. That is so awesome, Wendy. I have had to go through a whole year of Western medicine that didn't work, and now in a short time, and I'm talking a short time, like it's 3.5 weeks, and now in a short time, the gaping hole is closing and it is no longer black. That is incredible. It's turning pink. Doctor says my issue was borderline. Is a definite clue for me to continue doing it naturally. I'm going to email you on some plants. Good. Yeah, again, like Polly said, this is why I want to do membership, because in the membership we can discuss things. I already know that this will probably get suppressed a little because they don't want you guys to know. And trust me, all you people who really don't care or really are just want to prove people like me wrong, you're like, oh, she's so little, nobody pays attention. We have AI, dipshits. There are words, combinations, and phrases that can be said where it will flag and signal them, right? So even though I'm really small, there are things that can flag them, which is why I'm very careful about what I say. I happen to be really good at research because that was my job, to know the phrases and the ways of not to say things, right? I am so impressed with this cup. It's kept my coffee at just the right temperature. So, I am so happy for Wendy. I'm so happy for her. And I know she's not the only one. I know there are plenty of you, which is why we're opening, which is another reason why we're opening. I want a space where you guys can come and realign yourselves. Unfortunately, that's true. Just sad. I know. I would probably be quiet. Yeah, should be quiet. No, but I really wanted them to know, like that's just a little bit of what Wendy's going through. That's just a little bit, and we just no. Let me say this again. She just started like 3.5 weeks ago. I think it was 3.5 weeks ago. Yeah, I could not believe. Like it's so funny. I've seen this several times. Every time I work with somebody, I'm like, oh, oh, shoot, I can't say that stuff. Let me think. Every time I work with someone, I'm like, I know what these plants and herbs and spices and food do. I know. I've seen it over and over and over again, right? I've seen it in my own life. But I still am like, okay, let's just give it a little bit of time, right? And then it shocks me. I don't know why. It shocks me when these things happen so quickly. I'm like, wow, that's really quick. But it's crazy. It does that. They do that. It's because like in this group, the way that I see it, y'all have worked over a decade, over a decade on how do I meditate? What is meditation? How do I become psychic? How do I do energy healing? How do I go? Like you did all the modalities. You've studied, you've practiced, you've done all that. And herbs are just a part of it. So it's like you're really aligning, and there's just a couple of more things that you have to do. Just a couple of more things, right? That's why I do what I do as a medium. Then we do the hypnosis, and then you get to really align. And to keep you in alignment, because you'll want to go back to the other space, we do herbs, which works, and it's different for everybody. Right? So, hello everyone, Scorpio from Georgia here with 4 1s in my birth chart. Hi, Betty. Does AI do sign language? Right now they don't, but that might come. You have so many modalities that help. Yeah. It's like one, and then the other, and then the other, and then the other, And I'm trying to get to a place where, I mean, I don't even know how to tell people understand that, because some people will be thinking, oh, she just wants to have many. I'm not saying you guys, I'm just saying other people that don't know me would be like, oh, she just wants to have, a session and a session and a session and a session. And that's not what it is. It's like, hello, I have the formula. I know, let's do this. Let's have coffee. Let's take it from there. And then we'll do some astrology so you can see it. And then we'll do some healing touch or some Reiki so you can kind of get aligned and make the right decisions for yourself. Let's get you aligned. Let's get you clear-headed. Let's get you, right? And then let's do some mediumship, because we need some closure for some people that crossed over for you. You've got this stuck thing. You're like, you keep doing the same pattern, da 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 da, right? And then in that, we start seeing where I'm like, let's see, let's get you under. Let's, because you have these questions. And I'm like, I can tell you as a medium, but you could see it for yourself. So I put you under. And then you get your own healing when you go under. We do a session, in that whole session where we align you, right? And there are things that I don't even know about that your higher self is like, I'm going to work on this part. I'm going to work on this part. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And they give you, like, your higher selves give you like specific ways to do things, or how you are doing things and messing up how you keep doing this pattern for not just this life but other lives, and how you want to change this, right? And I will ask those questions. I'm like, okay, it would really be helpful, like I'm talking to your higher self, and your higher self says, well, she does it this way, she always does this, and she gets mad and she finds people and da 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 da. Like, I'm just giving you an example, and I will say, okay, thank you so much for answering that question. Now, Does she always have to do this? Is she trying to get through this? Is this something that's just going to continue in her life? And the higher self will say, no, she can change this. And then I will say, how specifically, I need specifics. I would really appreciate if you gave me steps to take to help her change this. A way for her to see so this won't occur in her life again. And your higher self loves you so much that they will give me the step. They will be very descriptive. They will give, well, she does this, but she needs to think this. She does this, but she needs to think that. Like that, and that's just part of the healing. And then I'll ask, is there anything else that she needs to understand? And sometimes they will say, we just need to focus on this right now. It just kind of depends on your path. And they know me. They know me, just like they know all of you. They know me. They know we're going to start herbs. They know my methods. They know my formulas, right? They know. So they will, and I'll get information from them of like, oh, okay, we got to start Wendy with this, and Wendy will do better with that, and Wendy with da-da-da. And Kathy, da-da-da. Y'all heard Kathy. Kathy, da-da-da. Kathy, like, the other Kathy, da-da-da. Stephanie, they will be very specific, but they know what we've been doing. They know where she was. They know how she's been doing meditation. They know how she's been trying different modalities. They know how she does tarot. They know how she likes astrology. They know that it's your higher self. It will work with you, and it will tell you where you need. And then we do herbs if there's some more alignment, because until that becomes the habit, that's the way I work. Until that becomes the habit, the herbs get you through. Okay? But from somebody who doesn't know me, they may be thinking, oh, she just wants to do the session. She just wants to know, which is completely wrong. That's not how I work. I have been with a lot of money, and I have been with no money. It doesn't matter to me. That's not why I do this. Which y'all know, that's an issue that Aquarians have. We will absolutely, even if it crushes us, not do it. That's kind of how we are. Right? That's kind of how we are. It's not to our benefit all the time, but that's just how we are. My thinking is, I like to finish things. I want to help this person. I don't just want to work. You've seen, I know these people for over a decade because we have habits, we have phases, we have things that we can do, that we can help at this time. Some of those things hadn't been uncovered yet. 5 years later, they're uncovered, and it's time to work with me again. That's how I like to work. I don't like to work like and this is not to say anything about any other tarot reader, astrologer, or whatever. I'm not that person that wants to see you once and would rather see. I'm not the person that wants to see 10,000 people once. It's important for me to have the relationship with you. My clients become my friends because we know each other for a long time. Because I know I'll know a lot of things about you, and then you'll learn a lot of things about me. It's just kind of how I work. You have so many modalities that help. Yeah, well, I can talk in Lakota. Body, mind, and spirit is a treasure full. Takes a lot of different avenues. Yeah. Hey, Aries. How are you, Stephanie? Hands on the thigh artery. Love that part of the recording of my hypnotherapy, right? It's so cool talking to your higher selves. I love it because they will give you answers. They're very descriptive. If they don't, because I've had this too, if they don't give you answers, there are lots of other things at play. Either you're not ready, it's not the time, but I have it where I'm like, we'll put you back under. Free of charge, doesn't matter, we'll put you back under. Because I want you to get your answers. But it could be like you're right in the middle of a transition, something really big is about to happen. You're about to have a breakthrough. They don't want to take that part away from you. Like there's different things that'll go on. Because I have, like, make no mistake, I have had where a higher self will not talk to me right now. And they will say that, right? And as a hypnotherapist, I'm like, is this the ego? Is this the higher self? And you can tell when it's the higher self. There's a very different energy when it's the higher self. You have put in the work. Yeah, I have. Nope, my grandson's trying to come in. He's not happy. Mm. Can y'all hear him? He's trying to come in. I'm gonna have to put it on mute, I think. Oh no, his mom's getting him. Not happy. It's so funny. He knows when I go on and he wants to come in. I don't know for what. He's just being nosy. But he's had a hard week, poor baby. I love him. He's my baby. Aries Saves Life says, I'm on the road to full recovery. How are you feeling? Let him in, he'll learn. I was on the phone with Wendy today and he just comes, opens the door. And I'm like, I'm sorry, my grandson. Hello, Aries. He wants grandma. I know. I love him. Grandma wants him too. She can make everything better, right? So without saying, without, how do I say this? Are you feeling better than before we talked on the phone? I'll just make it very general. Stephanie. I learned all I know from my grandmother. I did too. I learned a lot from my grandmother. Grandmothers. Yeah. Hi, Grandma. I know. I love my Oma and my abuela. Very, very wise women. My grandson is next to me sleeping. Kathy's gotten, like, she's had her grandson all, like, for several days now, Kathy, right? You're just, I know you're like me, you're just so in love. Waiting to ask you to do his chart. Oh, I can do it if I have your permission. Yes, yes. It's a little bit, nothing like before. That makes me feel so much better, Stephanie. Aries. It's a little, but nothing like before. Okay. That makes me feel so much better. She was teaching me about past lives when no one spoke of it in the 70s. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, Wendy. What's NSNS, Cindy? I'm at ease? Is that what you were trying to say? I'm at ease? Or I'm at easy? Oh, Nana. Yeah. Okay. All right, so we got Kathy's grandson who wants me to do his chart or wants to see what I'm going to do. So here's the thing, Kathy, because I know he's younger. I'm going to do a couple of transits, okay? We'll see what we get. Thank you again. Of course, of course. I mean, you can even ask Aries today. I'm like, listen, it's not going to be my herbs that I've made. It's not going to be that. But let's see what if this works. Just go get these herbs. Just go get them. And that's what she did. That's how much I care about helping the person and not worried about me. I'm telling you, the Aquarius, it's a detriment sometimes because we don't care. People think we care, but we don't care. Aries says, listen, she is the truth. Yeah. I'm like, it's going to take too long to get my stuff to you. My stuff will be on the way. I got to make it specifically for you. I'm making these other batches of stuff, but I'm like, let's just try this. And I just told her, if I was all about the other and not really caring, then I would be like, oh, you gotta wait. She was in too much pain. Too much pain. That's ridiculous. They don't even know what the hell they're doing. Pisses me off. And I'm not saying I know what I'm doing, but I have studied and I was in the field. And herbs cannot hurt you. They don't hurt you. And you don't stay on them forever. That's the thing. That's why they don't want you to know, because you take the herbs until you don't need to take them anymore. It's that simple. Okay. All right, Kathy, I need his. Yes, you do. Don't downplay your knowledge. I know. Sorry. I'm learning, Aries. I'm learning. I'm learning. Y'all know I'm dealing with that second house. Okay, that Chiron's in there. And Saturn's in there. Saturn's making me work hard. He makes me work hard for that. Thank you. Hey, thank you, Aries, for reminding me. Thank you for saying that. Cindy says exactly, Aries. Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys. That's why I have you guys. That's why you're my friend. That's why you're my group, because you're there to like put me in my place and be like, don't start that shit, Cindy. Tammy says, whoa, that was a great venting, right? Okay, Kathy, I need birth information. Oh, I did get it already. Sorry. I'm just gonna put Kathy's grandson. Can I put that? The Cindy said, "Wow." Kathy V's V's. What's that? We are. Let's see. That's so interesting, Kathy. He's April 14th. My daughter's April 12th. So, and shit. Birth date April 14th. Oh wow, you're a 2012 baby. Ooh, you got some change you're doing. Okay. 10:44 a.m. Is this your grandson? You can't heal when you're in pain. You can't function when you're on hard painkillers. Yeah. It's a hamster wheel, sending love and healing, Aries. Good night, all you magnificent people. Night, Kathy. Night, Wendy. I'll call you tomorrow. Pineapples. I didn't even see you were here, pineapples, because I was venting. Okay. I'm just going to say grandson because it's up here, but now I know his name is Joey. Okay. So he is. Ooh. That's the heart that I feel, that Cancer. He's so loving. Like when I went into his energy, he's just so open. That's that Cancer, which is interesting. But that's the difference between like a Cancer sun and a Cancer ascending. Like yeah, he knows how to love with that heart. He only moves through his heart. So he's one of those people that means what he says. He may not say much, but he means what he says. Right? Yeah. Hi, pineapple. And what's interesting is Venus is in his 12th house. So, so normally I would say Venus in the 12th house would mean like he's really suffered some things, but because it's his south node, that doesn't overtake him, which means there will be instances when people can say something to him and he feels what they mean and it could hurt him, but he doesn't stay in that energy. He's done this before. So he's almost like very forgiving and very wise. Like he understands why people are the way that they are, which is really interesting for a young man to know this stuff. Right? So he probably shocks you. Like you would think he should get mad because somebody's treating him this way, but he is not. Like he would be like, no, it's because, and it's not like he's letting people get over his boundaries. That's a different thing. It's just like he understands them better. He probably understands them better than we do. Does that make sense? He said, yes, you're so smart. He's a very, so it's really interesting that he's only a 18 degrees, I think. Yeah, 18 degree in Cancer. So it's almost like he hasn't been a Cancer very long. And so this life, he probably hasn't been Cancer in many lives, right? And he doesn't have anything in here, but he's wise. He's very, very wise. Because of this, it's almost like he's like, I don't need Venus to gift me everything. I'll just gift myself when I need to. Does that make sense? That's like his South Node Venus thing. He's very wise, right? Ugh. Yeah. So this is your son, Tina. Okay. He's got Jupiter. So he is. Oh, this is why. See, somebody like this would have trouble with their boundaries sometimes. And I know that he's probably in a space where his boundaries are challenged. But do you see this Jupiter and Lilith? Lilith don't play games. Lilith is like, oh, I almost cursed. I'm sorry. Lilith is like, I don't care what you say. I'm going to do because I am strong. I am courageous. I don't listen to some BS that people have to say. I go with my own intuition. And when he does this, when he stands his ground, and this is with people because it's in his 11th house, right? And people love him because he's got his son here. So he attracts people, right? He attracts relationships. He attracts people. He doesn't have to, it's almost like a Leo, right? So his Leo's down here, but his sun is in Aries. But it's in the 11th house. And this is where his power fortune is. When he does this and he attracts, this is what he should be doing because this is his power fortune. This is where he has his abundance with people, around people, the people that he attracts. right? And when they try to go over his boundaries or they try to tell him that it's this way and not this way, he's like, I don't think so. I don't like, I respect your opinion. This is him. I respect your opinion, but I don't think so. I kind of know better. And he does. He's wise. Like he knows better. His when he does this, he has been gifted so many times when people have told him to do something. This is giving me I'm having deja vu, and I'm talking about I read this, I don't even know if this is deja vu or this is a dream. But about 8 years ago, I read this chart. This is crazy. I just remembered this. About 8 years ago, I read this chart because I remember saying the exact same thing and seeing these things. I don't know if this is deja vu or a dream that I had because it was so long ago. When he stands his ground, when he listens, there's been so many times. Hey, sister, there have been so many times when, and even adults will say, "Do it this way or do that," and if he'll appease them and be like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," but he's not going to do it if he doesn't want to because he has this intuition. And when he does this, he is gifted. And I'll give you an example. They could say, "Go to the store," and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah," and he won't go to the store for whoever, right? He won't run the errand or he won't clean his room. Let's do this. Let me give you an example. Let's just say Tina said, "Go clean that room," and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." But in his soul, he was like, "I ain't cleaning that room. Something's up. I don't know what it is, but something's up. So I'm not cleaning that room." And then she's harboring on him, and it's she's like, "Why won't he clean?" She gets upset, and she's yelling, and he's like, "No." He's saying, "I'm going to do it," but then he won't do it, and he won't even go in the room, right? This is an example. This is a scenario what I'm talking about here. And 5 minutes later, a tree falls into his room. Like, that's the type of luck that he has when he listens to his intuition. Does that make sense? Right? Yeah. Like, so Tina and Kathy, I know that he's a child. So, but when he's stuck about something, like he's listening to his intuition, and I would kind of listen to his intuition too. But that sounds bad, but I'm seeing in his chart, he's just really wise. And when he does this, DC Jupiter, he's blessed. He's got luck with people. So not only does he have one of the luckiest planets in this 11th house with people, he's got the par of fortune. This guy could be an actor. This guy could be somebody that goes on the road and speaks about motivation, speaks about blah, blah, blah. Like, he is going to be so good at whatever he wants to do as long as it's about groups and people and networking. He's also going to be very good if he wants to do, like, I could see you doing some social media and just being really, really big. As long as it's what he truly wants to do. And it's not, it's going to take time. He's willing to put in the work, but it's not going to look like everybody else. So he wouldn't come about it in the same way, right? So if it takes either going to school to get this certain thing or doing it online, he would do better doing it online. Does that make sense? And it's through his networking that he meets really great people. Like, he's going to meet some really great people that are going to help him out in the future. You are so welcome, Aries. He's laughing and blushing. I do listen to him. Yeah, he's wise. I don't want to say the whole chart, but this is a really, see, when you look at the chart, this is all about transformation in this lifetime. Okay? This is all about transforming who you are out in the world in this lifetime. This would be transforming yourself. Do you see how he knows himself? There's barely anything. These are open houses. He's got Mars in here so he can have his boundaries, right? So sometimes he gets a little bit confused with the boundaries, but that's normal. He's a child. He's not 18 and 21 and 23 and 25 where he can say, right? Um, so that's why he's like protecting himself with this Mars here. So he gets a little confused, but that's to be expected. He's still growing, right? But he knows himself, right? And these people, this area is about the people you don't feel like you have a choice in. So like your family, your school, your teachers. These are relationships you don't feel like you have choices in. He does get this confused sometimes where he thinks they're friends. How do I say this? So normally he wouldn't, but because he's got Saturn retrograde in Libra here. So sometimes he will give too much. But again, he has not even hit 21 years. He has not even had his first Saturn return. He's still learning that, right? He's on target. His North Node being in Sagittarius in the 6th house, if you do not let this boy have some fun and learn to be carefree, he is going to have physical stuff going on. Okay? It is important because he is such an empath. It's important for him to learn to laugh and be carefree. He's so serious. He's so wise, but he's at that wise that's not the I know how to play wise. That's what he's learning. He's got to learn to be so wise that you learn to play, you learn to smile, you learn to have joy again. That's what he's learning. Okay. And if he doesn't, because this isn't, Sagittarius is adventurous, right? Sagittarius is like throw caution to the wind. I never ask permission. I always ask forgiveness, right? Like you got to just do it. And he wants to do it that way, but that's an issue. Okay. So he's got to learn that. And if he doesn't, when he doesn't do it, he will get some issues in his body. That makes sense? He's already school. Perfect. Yeah, he's already in school online. That's perfect. That's what he should be doing. Yeah. He's dealt. I don't want to talk about the Pluto in public. I'll talk about that later. But yeah. Such a wise, beautiful soul for the, excuse my language, but for the shit that's gone on for him. Yeah. Ooh. See this Neptune right here in this, he was born with Neptune in Pisces. This boy could probably, if he wanted to, you guys know how I told you I'm going to teach you guys at the facility how to move objects, how to do telepathy and all this. He could already do this if he wanted to. And then he's got Neptune in the 9th house with Pisces. Like he can manifest anything if he wants to, but he's got to do it with his heart. That's the issue. I would love to train him. I would love to train him when he's ready. He's got to do it with his heart. He's like, how does she know that? Because I too am like you. No, it's because I've trained. It's because it took me lifetimes to do all this. He does have this wound here in the 10th. I don't want to talk about any of that here online, but I will tell you, this boy, I would love to meet him. Uranus. Yeah. So we won't talk too much about this. This is what's coming up for him. But like I said, this area is his transformation out in the world. He's supposed to do it different. He's supposed to have an open heart. He knows himself. He's gone through some stuff. That eighth house in Aquarius. I mean, that eighth house Aquarius, but that moon's in there. So I'm going to tell you one thing, Joey. Always, 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 for the rest of your life, listen to me now. If you are ever debating about how to do something and there are two ways to do it, but one is a conventional way, which means everybody does it that way, I want you to do the other. That doesn't look like anybody else, that has never been done before, that's so weird, that people think you're crazy, that I want you to do it that way. Do it that way. Okay? Don't do it conventionally. Okay? That's the most important thing for you. These young kids are really ahead of us. Yeah. Train that sign. Yeah, right? Exactly. I would love to. Oh my gosh, I would love to. But guess what? We're gonna have the healing place where we can have these young people and let them explode in their own selves. Like, let them do what we weren't trained to do. Right? Right. Don't be a copycat or cookie cutter. Do not always do it differently. When you do it differently, you're going to get such great reward, and people are going to think you're crazy. Welcome to my world. People are going to think you're crazy. People are going to think you're weird. And so what? I'm telling you, you made yourself that moon Aquarius for a reason. And we're going into Aquarius season, so it's going to be a lot easier for you to do it. But there are going to be some people that don't like what you do. So what? Just you're wise enough to keep that heart open. Right? You have such big transformation going on here. Okay? And that's all I'll say. Hope that helps. Oh my God, this is so great. This is still at the exact temperature. I love it. It's the simple things for us. It's the simple things. Does he have any questions? Do you have any questions, Joey? It did so much. Okay. Thank you. So spot on. I love you, Cindy. I love you too, Tina. Yeah, you got a great, great, great soul. Great son. Beautiful heart. I feel his heart. Beautiful heart. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope, he loves how smart you are. Thank you. Thank you so much. How do I teach him respect towards his sister? See this Mars? He knows something about his sister, and it may not be from this lifetime. See how it's opposing this Neptune? He's got to hold his bounds here. This is his sister's. This is where his siblings are. Right? He's got Mars in here, so he can get aggressive. He can take his stand. It's Virgo. He's wise. Like everywhere there's wisdom, he put the right thing. Like you got Neptune where he knows, and Mars where he's going to take his stand and protect. In Virgo that knows. I mean, it's led. The house is a Leo house, but it projects as Virgo, which is wisdom, which is I'll love you until you can't love yourself. I mean, I'll love you until you can love yourself again, until you have your boundaries, until you can do the right thing. Right? So from your perspective, you're like, I need to teach him to respect his sister, but there may be some bigger things at play here. It's funny because he's willing to go to the side for other people, but in this house, he's gonna stand his. He's meant to be out in the front. He's meant to be the leader. He's meant to shine. That makes sense. There is that wound here posing it too. Yeah, that I didn't want to get. I don't want to get into any of this in public. Honestly, yeah, I don't even want to say how to teach him respect towards his sister because I'm getting the answer I'm getting. I don't want to say that publicly either. Thank you, thank you. You're welcome. Okay. Let's see. Guys, it's Friday. Oh, and last night when I was talking about Saturn, I couldn't remember if he was going retrograde. I mean, if he was going direct on the 15th or 16th. It's the 15th of November that he's going. Dora said, I know. It's the 15th of November that he's going direct, right? Yeah. I'm trying to look at the other ones too. We got Uranus retrograde till January 30th. I know we've already talked about this, but because we keep bringing up these planets again, I wanted to make sure that people knew that I knew what I was talking about. I'm not talking about you guys, but other people that watch this. Technically Saturday now here. Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's true. Because it's 12:13 over there. That's right. How's the future, Cindy? How's it going over there? How's the future, Kathy? How's it going over there? How's the future, Stephanie? How's it going over there? We're over here in the past. How's the future, Dora? No, Dora, you're over here with me. We're in the past. Right. Awesome. When I used to call my friends all over and be like, how's the future? How's the past? I'm in the past. How's the past? Today's looking brighter. Good. Yeah. Oh, why did I think you were on Western? I thought you were in California for some reason, Dora. Why did I think that? Oh. Yeah, you're in the middle, but you're still future. Hee hee. You're still future, Polly. I'm in the past. Am I the only one in the past? I'm the only one in the past? And y'all are listening to me? Okay, that's why. Maybe. That's so funny. Yeah, there was a reason for time. Old souls, right? Yeah. So, guys, let's talk a little bit about Halloween. Um, so I actually have to talk to David. We're gonna give you guys a link. Um, so our Canadians advanced. What do you mean, like, um, Like, are they in the future or the past? Or because you're, I don't know, past the future? Oh, I love that y'all are quick witted because y'all stump me sometimes too, and I'm like, wow, that's really fast. Because I'm usually the one that stumps people because with my wit. Like if you know me personally, like I'll stump you with my wit. Um, but y'all stump me and y'all make me laugh. I'm like, wow, they're really, really old souls. Mm. So I'm thinking. And by the way, thank you guys for going over to the community tab and giving us some ideas, giving my daughter some ideas for the um, the emojis. And again, we can only pick 4 this time. And then I just wanted to do 1 level of membership right now. I'm going to make it really easy. Eventually, I'm gonna do a second and a third level, but right now I just wanted to do an intro level, right? I just want to get it started. We got plenty of time to like make other levels, but for this level they will only allow us 4 emojis. But I wanted to thank each of you that went over there and specifically commented and specifically gave me your ideas. I appreciate you doing that. So my daughter is working on those this weekend, and I have been approved for doing a membership already. As soon as she gets those emojis done, we send them to YouTube. They approve them or disapprove, whatever it is, and then they'll send us within 24 hours whether we do that. As soon as that's done, you're gonna start seeing the tab of the membership. Okay, so thank you guys. Yeah, I think I'm not sure if stickers are on this first level. I think that's the second level is when we'll get to the stickers. That's gonna be cool because she's such a great artist. I need to remember I need to get her website so that you guys can go look at her stuff. She's really good. She's been doing this from birth. She was always good. And then we had her professionally, like, we had art people teach her art as she grew up. So I thought the teddy bear doe, your grandbaby. Yeah, that's cute. So for this, because Halloween is Thursday, right? So either we do it, I say we do it Wednesday. Are you guys okay with Wednesday? Because Thursday is Halloween and I have to be with my grandson. So, you guys want to do it on Wednesday? We're gonna watch a movie, and I know I'd said to have like we're gonna have a Halloween costume contest, but we don't really have to do that if y'all don't want to. There are gonna be prizes there, but you guys let me know. Do you guys want Thursday on the 30th? And then I'll start at probably 5. So that's about 8 you guys' time. So I'll either start at 4 or 5, right? We'll start the movie. And then if you want to participate in the costume contest, you're welcome to. I know there's not going to be a lot of people. How will you see us all? So we're going to be doing it on Discord, and you guys can, like, we're going to give you access to be able to call in, and we can see you guys. Or we don't even have to do that. Just take a picture of yourself, and then you can send it on Discord. We're going to make it really easy. So, yeah, you can send a pic. You're actually welcome to send a pic now, like this weekend, this next week, and I will. Yeah, let's do it that way. You guys have my email. You're welcome to send me a picture. I'm going to be working with David to like make everybody that wants to come to the Halloween party accessible. Because we've closed some of the stuff down on my Discord just to kind of tighten it up. But we'll give you a link. I'll probably give that to you guys on Monday. Yeah, I'll probably give it to you guys on Monday. and then you send us a pic. You send me a picture. You can wait to send it on when we give you the link, or you can just email it to me at yourpath. You guys know my email, yourpath39@gmail. Okay. There are some really good prizes. So the third prize are herbs. Yeah. So the third prize are herbs, and the second prize is me. You won't have a session with me with the natal chart, but I will give you a printout of your natal chart. That's the second. That's third place, second place, and then first place is coffee with me. So you get an hour coffee with me for third place. I mean, for first place. So first place prize is coffee with me. Second place is I will give you a printout of your natal chart with the explanations and all of that. It's usually about 30 pages. It's not my interpretation, but it's the one that I use. They're really, really good. And then first place prize is an hour with me for coffee time. Okay, so yeah, because this is just October. We still have. I'm gonna do stuff for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I've already like planned some Christmas stuff out. It's gonna be cool. So there's gonna be other stuff to do and prizes. So yeah, the third place prize is probably gonna be like some elderberry and my well-being. So it's called well-being and then elderberry. So elderberry syrup and well-being syrup. Um, yeah. First place, coffee with Cindy. Yes. Yes. You're gonna need a big dinner with that first place prize. Tammy is on fire tonight. Okay, Tammy is on fire. She's like, so you guys send me your pictures. Just know that those pictures will probably be on the community tab because I've got to like show y'all off. I love you guys and I can't wait to see. But I'm going to show you guys off, so they're probably going to go. So understand that when you send me the pictures, they're probably going to go on the community tab. Okay. Yeah. Elderberry third prize. So it's elderberry and well-being. Cool. Yeah. Elderberry syrup and well-being syrup. Actually, I think it's going to be elderberry gummies and well-being gummies. So they're gummies. Yeah. Sorry, I said syrup, but I think they're going to be gummies. So you guys start planning, start getting. And then what I'm going to say is that you at least have to have your picture to me by Wednesday, the start of the party. Okay. And again, I'm probably going to start the party or the movie at 4 o'clock Pacific time, which is 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock, right? Yeah. 6 Central, 4 Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, and 7 Eastern. Okay. No cheating. Kathy. Current or any picture. No, I want a current picture of you in a costume. It's a costume party. It's a Halloween party. It's not a costume party. It's a Halloween party. And if you want to participate, you gotta go. You can make something. I love when people make, I mean, we grew up making stuff. Like that was the whole it was so cool to do it, right? So you have to show the face. Oh, yeah. But Tammy said no cheating, no cheating. Okay. Damn, I have a great old pick. I mean, you can send me the old pick, but it's not going to be part of it. And I think we're going to see the fourth kind, or we might see practical magic. Because I love the fourth kind, and I don't know, have y'all seen the fourth kind? I might have to do a short video. Yeah, you're welcome to do that too. Have y'all seen the fourth kind? Let me know. And I know everybody loves practical magic. I love practical magic. It is so cute. But so it's either going to be that, or it's either going to be practical magic, Halloween, or the fourth kind. You ever seen the fourth kind? Yeah, it's a cool one, but it is a little scary. Don't think I did. Yeah, I think we might do the fourth kind. So again, I like the boo factor. So scary to me is like like the fourth kind. That's like, oh shit, that's real. Love it. Yeah, yeah. I don't watch TV, so I don't know what's out there. Okay. Well, all these things that we're saying are like over decades old. So, like, I don't even remember when. Halloween's 1978. Um, the fourth kind is in the 2000s or the 1990s? I think it's 2000s. And Practical Magic is in 2000s as well. Yeah, I don't love I come from a very, my background is like, oh, I want to investigate it, right? So I don't love scary movies. Um, but scary is a perception, so it's like a lot of people think the gross movies are scary. That's I don't like gross movies. I want the boo factor. The Shining, yeah, that's a good one. Although I have saw see Practical Magic, yeah. Wow, I have never seen the fourth kind. Yeah. You guys can look it up. Don't watch it, but look it up. The fourth kind. I don't do scary, not my thing. Yeah, it's like me too. It's like, um, it used to be my thing way back in the day because this is back, way back when I used to see things for real, like as a child, and I was like coming through all that and trying to understand it. So for me, again, it was like my research. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand why this is occurring, what's going on, right? So that's a difference in me. And like I don't know when it changed, probably about 8, 9 years ago, somewhere through there, where I'm just like, I don't really. I'll watch scary. Like David loves scary movies, so as his friend over the years that we've known each other, I'll let him have one. If we happen to live in the same town, I'll let him have one day where we will watch his scary movies, and we will like eat snacks and just watch movies all day. Like as like I will do that once a year with him, just because he loves it. He loves that. I hear Terrifer is a creepy scary. Yeah. I like spooky but not gore. Yes. Yes. That's I call it the boo factor, but spooky. Yes. Really cool. Yeah. Yeah. Look up the fourth kind. It's a little scary, but it's not gross. Like it's manageable. I know those things exist. Don't need to empower them with my energy. So yeah, I went through a phase where I understood that way as well, but now I know. It's like um you can't empower them unless, I mean, you're such an old, I don't know. It's like it's almost like, how do I explain this? Society wants us to believe that we're less than and that we would actually give them power. Now, you're both light and dark, right? And you being a human being are a ruler of this earth like that. Like you have like those energies and those um things, I guess you would say. First of all, they're all liars, right? So they're gonna want to make you believe that you can give them power. You can't give them power. You're too much of a light and dark, and you're too much of a powerful force. You can't do it. I mean, you can if you like say, yes, here, you can have it, right? No. But you can't give it to them accidentally. They want you to believe that. They want you to believe that you can give them your power accidentally, or like they're sucking it dry or whatever. No, that's all BS. That's all the religious societal bullshit. Sorry, but it is. My mother experienced an alien abduction as a teen in the 50s. I think that's completely true. They want you to be afraid. They're all liars. They don't want you to know how powerful you are, and you are. So, like, when you understand that, scary movies just aren't scary. It's all BS. But I have tradition and I have memories of how we as teenagers used to be like, oh my gosh. And I love practical magic and I love those things and I love together with people and my friends. Like I just said, I am willing once a year with David to sit and watch his gory, nasty crap, scary movies because he's my friend, right? It's not going to do anything to me because I watch it. There's not going to be a spirit attached to me because I watched it. He's my friend. He enjoys that. He's like, hey, as my friend, will you come watch movies with me once a year? And I'll do it. Right? It's like that. Does that make sense? I loved practical magic. You just gave David leverage. No, he knows. He knows. Once a year, we can do it. Like, he knows that. We've done it for years and years. And when we're in the same state, town, wherever, he'll call me. He's like, it's time. Oh, God. Okay. Let me get the snacks. Let me prepare all this stuff so we can eat, well, each sit on, we'll have two different chairs. We're all covered in blankie. We have all our snacks. We're like throwing each other stuff. We're joking and laughing and watching in between and da 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 da. Like it's just a day where we spend together as friends, right? That would be. I know it's fun. I love him. He's like my brother, but more. I don't even know how to explain it. But yeah, I've been doing that for years with him. So he's like, remember, I get one day. And I'm like, oh God, what are we going to watch this time? But I do it because I love him. He's my friend and he really enjoys that. So, and it's not like I'm not enjoying it. I love it. You know, I have to make it like I don't like it, but I love it. He's my friend. That would be fun. Lorna was commenting on that too. What did she say? I love practical magic. That's what I thought she said. Hmm. Thank. This is crazy. I can't believe how this coffee is still heated. Loving it. Loving it. So, thank you to my daughter. And I think I'm going to give one away for Christmas. If it works out well, I'm giving one away for Christmas pretty much. I'm not saying what kind because I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just think every one of us that drinks coffee and tea should have that. Yeah. I told David she doesn't like scary movies. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, you're talking about another time when David was here? Yeah, I think these are great for winter. It stays hot for a good 4 hours. Yeah, I'm seeing that. It's just crazy because normally we're all like, normally we're all like, we have to go like keep heating up our coffee because we get distracted and doing other things and blah blah blah. And by the time we get to drink it, it's cold. So I gotta go heat it up again. But this is awesome. I've had one a few years now. I, I don't know what's taking me so long. It's like, why didn't I get one earlier? That's awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. We went over the Halloween stuff. Look up the fourth kind. We're probably going to watch that one. Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to look it up. But do not forget to. So at least by the time that I start the movie, everybody has to have their picture sent to me. Um, if you want to enter the contest. Okay. Mine has hope written on it. Nice. So you have one too? So if y'all have one, why didn't anybody tell me? Here I am suffering. Shame on y'all. I thought y'all were my friend. Shouldn't have me suffering having to go heat up my coffee every 5 minutes. Anyway, I love you dearly. Thank you so much for spending time with me this evening. Thank you for spending all week with me and listening to me ranting and raving and all of that stuff. You should have known, you're a professor. There's some things I don't know. I'm a student of life. Anyway, if Joey's still there, thank you for letting me do your chart. I really appreciate it. You got some good things coming. I love you, love you, love you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.